Good evening, 27th of June, and the first card to come out is the dragon. Now, with the dragon, it has a mystical power, and there are rewards with the dragon, which is really great. It's a force of nature, it's cosmic chi as it moves and breathes the fire. And I know Tracy would love this. She's right into feng shui, very, very good, very talented. And this is asking you to find the dramatic courage of your own inner dragon. And when you find it, when you get the dragon, you get your luck and your power with it. It's amazing. You just decide you're going to be lucky. You decide that you're going to be powerful. Just try it for a day. It really, really works. It's just one decision away. It's more decisions away if you're going to do it long term, because there will be parts of the ego that will pull you back and say, "Oh, I don't think that's safe. Don't think you should do that." But give it a go. Oh, what have I got next? Okay, so this one here is the peacock. Very beautiful. I remember being, I think it was three, going to a park, and this bird came and like looked at it, and then it just and I can remember, ooh, this was so exciting. So it's spectacular. It reminds you of the starry heavens, the way they just appear, and it's supposed to represent the eyes of the god or the goddess, and so the eyes are upon you. Hi, Sylvia, lovely to have you here. So I'll do one more card from here. You love the dragon, Sylvia. I knew you would. I knew you would. Sylvia is into so many things, so knowledgeable. Um, oh, there's a card in the middle of here. What is that one? Take one corrective step. So I'm not quite sure where this came from. It's obviously from another pack, but maybe that's the message for tonight. We have a whole weekend ahead of us. Maybe there's people that you want to catch up with. That would be great if you can do that, particularly if you can do it in person. There's nothing quite like that hug, is there? Or to, giggle together or go to a movie together, whatever it may be, but to actually share in person. Very, very powerful. And this is asking you to listen to your inner voice and promise that you'll take positive action wherever you need to. And it just says, look after yourself. That's really what it says. Hi, Jen. Glad you're here. Maybe one more here. So this one here is the dolphin, and this is reminding us to be playful, joyful, happy. Hi, Chris. Now, Chris is new, guys, and Chris is a guy. Pretty good looking dude, too, girls. Hi, Shauna. And so this one is global communication, happiness, being playful. And because Chris is new, let's do a couple of cards for Chris. So I have excuse me, I have my own designed cards here, still in pencil, still haven't had them printed yet, but I will get round to it. Let's see what the card has to say for Chris. Well, would you believe this is exactly what I just said? It's about hugging, catching up with people, Chris. Maybe someone you haven't seen for a while, and they could do with a hug. Hugs are always good. I think I'll give you one more from a different pack. Okay. So as I say, Chris is new girl, so say hello to Chris. Okay. And this one is new location. Maybe someone here is thinking of moving. And Jen, can you tell us where you're up to? Um, and the fact that it was on your vision board. If you're happy to share that, I'll leave that one with you. But this is to do with new location. So, Chris, that could also be for you, but I will do one more, and then we will do a general reading for everybody. Okay, so this is the egg. Lots of things about to hatch for Chris. Now, Chris, you told me some exciting news the other day. I made a comment to you just before. If you would like to, would you like to perhaps type in a little comment about what's happening with you and what's about to happen? So, okay, so blessings to everybody, which is really good. So, Jen, if you want to say anything about what's happening to you, that would be great. If not, you can be typing in while I go on to the tea leaves. I'm just going to put these cards back where they belong, except for this one. I have to find the pack for that. Okay, so here we go with the teacup reading. Let's see what we've got going on in here. And this is for everybody, but of course, some people may relate to it more than others. Okay. So we know we did the vision board together earlier this year, and this is what Jen has to say. Well, everyone, my vision board came to fruition. I sold the house and got exactly the villa I wanted, unpacking madly. So having already moved. Isn't that amazing? So Jen, after we did that vision board together, and if anyone's on here and you want to do one next month, let me know. Just put it in the direct messages and just put vision board, and I can ask you then. I can chat to you in directly. We can chat about the vision board, and I will do another one next month, ready for this next coming 5 months before Christmas. So here we've got the tea leaves here, and this looks like travel here. This looks like America, that looks like Africa. So it's as though someone is thinking now about maybe doing some overseas travel. Now, it mightn't happen for 12 months, but there's some sort of travel. Oh, and that reminds me, I did look up, I've tidied up. That's terrible when I tidy up. But anyway, I've tidied up. And but I did have a look at cruises, and there's one in November, and I think it starts from about $480 for the 3 nights, leaving Sydney, coming back to Sydney. And I think it would be great in November that it could be our Christmas party. So anyone that watches this show or contributes, please be maybe open for us to all get together, because why I love the idea of the cruise, the food is laid on, you've got your own room, you would be sharing, but you've got the food laid on, and that means I don't have to worry that you're not going to have to find something to eat if we found a home to go to, and they're super expensive. So I think it was something like $1,000 each for 3 days on the Central Coast in a big house. So going on a cruise for less than $500 would be amazing, and hopefully being able to get the train exactly to where you want to be. Okay, this is the news that I'm going to read out about Chris. We were chatting the other day, and not sure if he's moving, but what he did share with me, and I've just seen a clip of it, um, he played a character um, in a movie, and it's actually in the opening scene, as far as I can see. So we've all got to go and see Chris. So, Chris, if you want to share what the name of the movie is that's coming out, if you're allowed to do that, we can all definitely look out for it, and we can all ogle you. Or was it Google you? Something like that. Okay. Yep. Comedy Cruise was a lot of fun, and there was lots. Yes, absolutely super cool, Chris. He plays a great part. So we've got a film star in our midst here. There you go. You never know who turns up. Okay. In here too, as we move around, I feel as though I've got like this Aboriginal sign. And I feel as like it's like the gecko, that is very much, typical of their art and the whole thing. So the film is called What If the Future Never Happened? Ooh, what a fabulous title. So there we go. I'm definitely going to go and see that. So I really feel that there is so much richness in this country, of the history of the Aborigines, their dream time, their healing, the way they approach the world. They live on the earth, and they revere it, and they love it, and they work with it. I think we have a tremendous amount, not just us, but right around the world, from a lot of these indigenous people, of how to live with the land and on the land and respect the land. So I feel as though that may come more into our area of living, how we need to be very mindful of the footprint that we leave. So here I feel as though someone's being bullied. Um, and I think you're going to win. It looks a little bit like David and a Goliath in here. If you haven't heard of Jefferson Fisher, he's an American lawyer. Quite nice to look at, by the way. I don't mind what he says. But anyway, he's really great with communication. So if someone is rude to you, he has some really good answers that you could make your own. So have a little look at it's all free on YouTube. He has actually got a book out. I think it's called The Next Conversation. It's something similar to that. And I feel as though someone's being bullied here, and I think if you listen to some of these sentences, it may give you some tools in your kit. I always believe with bullies, they have a lot of things that they can say, and you might have just one or two. And once you've said them, you're done. I've dealt with a few bullies in my time, and yeah, I think I got 25 sentences up my sleeve, and they used the whole 25. So, but then they did throw themselves on the floor and throw a tantrum. I had a little Mona Lisa smile and thought, okay, so that's what happens when you use up all your sentences. Now, I had answers to those bullying questions, and look, some of the answers were, oh, oh, okay. It's interesting that you think that way. So it certainly was not um, aggressive. If anything, it's very much the opposite. But he's certainly worth watching if you are coming across a person or people, and you want to say something but you're not sure. I'm sure you will get some value from that. As we move around here, now, I don't normally talk about this, but we know there's been controversy in religions and churches, but there's something happening here within about, it's actually early next year, and there's something quite big coming, and I feel as though something is exposed. It may not be the normal things that we hear, but it's quite controversial. So there's something there that's coming. I've got the kangaroo in here, and it's very upright, and it's got a great big tick in front of it. I don't know if you will actually be able to see the kangaroo just here. And I feel as though we're coming into um, strength. And again, this is just before this crisis with either church, religion, spirituality. It's like Australia has stood up straight, and maybe they have backed something that is controversial. But we've said, look, this needs to be defended. This needs to be we need to get on board with this, and maybe there's an area that doesn't like it. Therese, hi, gorgeous girl. Thank you. I got this lovely necklace and the earrings to match from a lovely neighbor who knows that I like the dragonfly. So Chris is going to check out the book. Great. Where's my phone? I'm just going to double check because I just looked it up before. I wanted to see if it was on Audible. And yeah, the next conversation, argue less, talk more. There you go. Well, I'm all right at talking, but and I don't really argue, but maybe I can improve on those. Okay, now scattered throughout here, you can see all those fine tea leaves. It seems to be a reasonably abundant next 5 months. So for the people who are, trying to do something a little bit different, maybe you're trying different work, maybe you're wanting to save. I feel like you're going to be a little bit savvy. You're going to find ways to get that money to come to you. So maybe you're doing something a bit less, maybe a little bit extra, and something perhaps a little bit different. But money seems to be flowing a little bit more. So that sounds really good to me. The card that I've got in here, sorry, it looks like one of the tarot cards. The shape that I've got in here, it looks a little bit like the zero in the tarot, which of course is the fool. He's got all his possessions with me and he's about to step off into the unknown. But this is really interesting. This is someone here that is taking a lot with them, but is about to step into the unknown. So it's not like selling everything and just having a backpack and, changing your life. This to me is maybe not even changing home. This is changing your lifestyle. This is saying, I really don't want to be like this anymore. But I'm prepared to take that chance and move into an area that I'm really not sure where this is going to go, but I'm up for the challenge. And I truly believe, um, particularly anybody born in 19 whatever, we have the nine, which is on the mental plane in numerology, and that really helps us. If you're lucky to have a 5, a 15, a 25, anything that adds up to 5, that's part of the arrow of determination. And I also believe it's resilience. Now, if you do not feel that you have that, you may have it in your name. So if you have an E in your name, Therese does, you're probably Christopher, so that would be an E. So there we go. If you've got an E in your name, that's a 5. That's going to help you. And it's not just determination. I truly believe it's resilience. And I had a really good meditation the other day. We've run out of time for me to talk about it now, but I might do that next week. It was very good information that came through. So here we are. We are we are about to go into the meditation just for a few minutes, and so this is your time. We're coming up to the weekend, and I want you to have a great weekend. I want you to have a terrific Friday night and feel very centered and appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you. But that's nice coming from me to you. But I want you to uh, appreciate yourself. So just relax and close your eyes and imagine a white light coming over your head, down the back of your head, down the back of your neck, and down your arms, your left arm, left elbow, right down to the wrists and the fingers, and the same on the right. Just each arm relaxing, the big muscles in the back. You've been working hard today. Jen's been packing, Chris has probably been working out in the garden, and it's time to let those muscles relax right down the spine into the waist and the hips, and just letting those settle. Feel supported by your chair or your lounge, your bed, wherever you are. Down your bottom, the back of the legs, the calves, and the heels, underneath the feet. And then have a feeling of being grounded, letting that energy just anchor you a little bit in the ground for this meditation. When we finish, you'll certainly be able to walk away feeling refreshed. And just let that white light come over your forehead, over your eyes, letting the eye sockets and the eyeballs relax, coming across the mouth and letting the chin drop a little, the jaw relax so that the tongue can relax, coming across the throat, and both hands over the heart area. Put your hands on your chest And just imagine a little heart inside of you, a heart inside of you. And you are going to give your heart a little pair of lungs all of its own. And it is so excited to be able to breathe, to release and let go of any emotions that have been building up, anything that's not been feeling too good or not right, or maybe somebody said something. And often it sits in the heart, and this is the chance for the heart to relax and to breathe. Breathe deeply and beautiful. Just let it go. And feeling that white light coming further down the body, across the major organs, just relaxing, settling into place. And then coming into the legs, the knees, down the shins, into the feet, every toe, and feeling grounded once again. And on the next breath, feeling relaxed. Just let yourself have a sense or imagine, whichever's easiest for you, where you are floating deep down inside yourself, safely, carefully, gently. And as you get further deep down inside of yourself, you come across this beautiful door. It may be a timber door with carvings, it may be a stainless steel door, or it could be anything. But as you get close, just you, your vibration, your presence, the door opens. And there in front of you, as you step inside and the door closes behind you, is your inner sanctuary, your safe place. And have a look around. It may be inside, outside, maybe on top of a mountain, it may be in a cave, it might be a cute cottage. It can be anything you want it to be. And as you look around and you think about what you would love to be there, it just appears on your command. It can have candles. It can have beautiful views and glorious windows. It can have a lush carpet or timber floors. Maybe there's some indoor plants. Maybe there's a fireplace, the beautiful fire. But what we all have, every one of us in our sanctuary, is a healing bed. And I'd love you to walk over to this bed in your mind now and settle down, lie down on this healing bed. And as you do, you sink into it and it's just glorious. And you have this sense of belonging. And it's true. You do belong. This is your place. No one can come in here. You've left the world behind. And it's quiet and gentle and nurturing and nourishing where you are. And then have a sense of wonderful pink mist starting to drift gently towards you. And you just know this is a healing, loving, caring mist. And that's also true. As it begins to come across your body, it begins to scan your body, looking for cells that are no longer working, misshapen cells, cells that are tired, and they scoop it up and replace it with cute little energy bunny buzzy cells. And your immune system is really excited to know it has this support, this unconditional love. You don't have to be anybody, do anything. It's just there and it's always available to you. This place is yours. And the pink mist scans, and maybe it lingers and stays a little. Perhaps muscles are tired. Maybe you've had an operation. Maybe you've not been well. Perhaps, there's a lot going around with coughs and colds and chests. So let that healing energy go into those areas. It's natural. It's not woo-woo. It's absolutely, we're all electricity. We're all frequency and vibration. We're just in this safe place, allowing it to happen from our day-to-day life. And as you relax deeper and deeper, more and more, this pink mist double checks every part of you. And now you begin to notice, you open your eyes and you sit up on your bed and you notice there is this floating bowl over in a corner. It seems to be just magnetically floating there. And there's a flame inside. And at the side is a table with squares of paper and a black marker, a pen. And you just get the sense it is asking you to write down your worries. Not a huge amount of words. It might be finances. And it wants you, you're not burning it as such. Whatever the belief is, you don't have to know what the belief is behind the word money or finances, is that you just put it into the fire and it will be transmuted and changed. And there will be a new transcript because of the action of letting go old beliefs. Your brain will begin to create a space for new beliefs to come in. And we're going to deal with that before we finish tonight. So, what we're doing now is we're writing 1 or 2 words on the piece of paper. And it might be that you're upset with somebody. Maybe put your name and their name and put it into the flames. See it burn up and a white light. And it's being. A new script is being created, which will be downloaded shortly. It may be a health issue. Maybe it's a neighbor, a child, a pet, whatever it may be. So just write down, could be grief, whatever it may be for you. And it may be that you've been trying to manifest something. Maybe you need a new car, a new home. Maybe you're ready for some sort of change and it's maybe not happening just yet. So put that on there too and allow the flame to give you a new script. And then just take a breath and go back to the healing bed. And as you lie down, you have a sense of something happening around you. It's almost like invisible furniture being moved around. Now, what that actually is the filing cabinets in your brain. It's information. You've created space by using the flame. And what's happening now is your higher self, your guides are coming together to re-script some of your words. So rather than, I wish I could win the lottery, the script is going to be, I'm going to relax. I'm going to enjoy everything I have. I'm going to be grateful for everything I have. And I'm going to let the universe surprise me. Still means you can buy a ticket. Still means that you can save. But you're also putting out there, I wonder what surprise the universe can give me. And just let it go, because it might not be tomorrow. It may not even be next week. It could be a connection. It could be something that people don't want. And they offer it to you and you go, wow, are you sure? They say, yep, we don't want it. And you sell it for $50. Who knows? Just be open to possibility. Possibilities of more finances, more opportunities, better health, great connections, new friends, improved relationships. And take a deep breath. And while you're breathing deeply, 2 or 3 breaths now, you decide, how are you going to live intentionally this weekend? And I hope the top word is joy and then fun, smiling, laughing, enjoying. So, excuse me. Sorry. So I would like you on the next breath to imagine yourself standing up and moving and floating towards your door. And as you do, the door opens up just with your presence. And you step through, and the door closes behind you, and you're beginning to feel excited and relaxed and looking forward to perhaps possibilities. And as you begin to float back up into the room, you feel centered, beautifully energized. Not that you're going to run around crazily, for most of us it's nighttime, but you just feel refreshed, relaxed. And just open your eyes, come back to the room when you're ready. And I truly hope that you got some value from that. I value every single one of you when you turn up, and I know lots of people watch this later, so it's hello to everybody too. Thank you for being here, and enjoy the weekend. Let me know if you'd all love to go on a cruise. It's all at your own cost. Just means that we could have a cocktail or two together, or we could share a show or a meal. I would absolutely love that. We can make it our Christmas dinner party, our weekend. So lots of love to you. God bless. Take care. Thank you for coming. And I will see you same time, same space on Monday. Lots of love. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.